Hey folks, Matt from Art of the Image. Following up on our last installment with the T2i versus the T3, wanted to discuss the T3, the 1100D, the Canon, versus the Canon T2i 550D. Because basically, it's not so cut and dry on making your decision here between the T3 and the T2i as it is with the T3 and the T3i. There's the $300 price difference between the T3 kit and the T3i kit, but the T2i right now, if you shop around, you can find some pretty crazy sales on that, and you can probably get it for very close to the T3 price. So if you're able to get the T2i for within $100 or $150 of the T3, it becomes not so clear. And as a matter of fact, for myself, it actually becomes clear because I would say go for the T2i if it's within that price range. When I say it doesn't become clear, it's more for the person that's not sure if they're going to use the additional abilities of the T2i, and the T3i would fulfill their needs, so they don't want to spend the extra money. And there are going to be those people that will never need more than the T3. But the T2i, being so little more money, such a small amount more, is worth buying, in my opinion, for that amount, because you will grow into it. And most people will grow into the added benefits. And the two big benefits are the better monitor on the T2i. You're looking at a 3-inch, 1 million dot monitor versus a 2.7-inch, 230,000 dot monitor on the T3. This is a big difference. If you look, take both cameras in this store and look at them, take a picture and zoom in and see the image. And the clarity that you'll get off the T2i, off the 1 million dot monitor, is much better than what is on the T3i's lower resolution monitor. You're able to judge adequately how sharp your image is, if it needs to be reshot, the quality of the image on the T2i, whereas it's very hard to do on the T3. So it's a big advantage with the T2i is that better resolution LCD monitor. Now, the other big thing is the video. The video on the T2i is full 1080p, and the video on the T3 is not. The T3 only does 720p. So if video is a big concern for you, if you think you want to get into doing some more video, whether as a hobbyist or not, or even on a pro level, because the T2i is being used in that sense, then you're going to want to go with the T2i just for the video alone, because it is better video, significantly better resolution. Now, if you're only going to be shooting, mostly your kids and home family and stuff like that, then the T3i may be all you need. Bear in mind, as time progresses and resolution becomes more and more, you may find yourself wishing that you had the highest resolution at the time, because down the road, HD may mean 4,000 by 32 or something on a television, or even higher than that down the road. So the highest you can shoot at now always is better for what is going to come down the road. So the two main things to consider between the T3 and the T2i are the monitor and the video quality. If the monitor, to me, is a big one. I don't think, even if you're just a hobbyist, that you're going to not appreciate the better monitor. If you're just somebody that needs a lower end camera, taking pictures of your kids, you're still going to appreciate the better monitor. The video, that's questionable. It's up to you on what your needs for these cameras are. I say it's always better to get the better video. And when we're talking again here that you can probably get the T2i for $100 or maybe even less more than the T3, I would say definitely go with the T2i, the 550D. It also has a little bit faster frames per second shooting rate, so you can shoot a little faster. And it also has a little bit better burst rate, so it's going to capture things faster. You're not going to run into the buffer on the camera where it's waiting to write the file. So basically, the big differences are the 12 megapixel sensor versus the 18 megapixel sensor is on the T2i, has the 18, T3 has the 12. This isn't a huge difference, because for most people 12 is fine, and as I mentioned in the previous video, 12 megapixels is going to be probably a little cleaner at high ISO, so it's a bit of a win-win on either side. So the sensor resolution to me is a bit of a wash there. Not a big deciding factor. They both do about the same ISO range, but again, the T3 at 12 might be a little cleaner at high ISO. We'll see that as the results come in more from this camera. And so the big two deciding factors again is the monitor and the video. You need to decide what your shooting requirements are, what you're going to use the camera for, and that will determine whether you need to buy the T2i or the T3. Again, if you can get it within $100 or $150, my recommendation is to go with the T2i, the 550D, just because within that narrow price range, why not buy the better camera with the better... The monitor alone is a reason to be buying that camera, but then the video is better too. So that's my take on the T2i. So that's my take on the T2i and the T3. I recommend the T2i over the T3 in almost all situations, unless you happen to be somebody that price, even $100 is really a lot for you, and that you don't see yourself ever needing the advantages that the T2i offers. I think those people are going to be, it's going to be a slim amount of people that would appeal to, because most people will grow into their cameras, and you'll have wished that you had the T2i. So that's my take, folks. T2i versus T3. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. Tune back in again soon. We'll have some more videos for you, some more articles, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography. Thanks a lot.